Wow, another beautiful day. We're being really spoiled, and actually, according to the weather report, this is the last one before heavy rain comes in for a day or two, but then we're back to high pressure and lovely weather again, which often happens in September, which is why it's one of my favourite months. We get a lovely variety of weather, but generally it's warm and sunny and calm like it is today. So what I'm doing today is I'm catching up on jobs in different areas of the garden. So today I'm working here, which is our little willow woodland, and co-creative gardening is where you work with all the forces of nature and the plant spirits, and you work together rather than imposing something. So you know where you see these suburban houses where they've just got a square lawn and a couple of shrubs, and that's it. It's tidy, it's neat, and people don't have to think about it. Here, I'm contesting with nature. I'm contesting with the willow, which has gone crazy mad this year. There's a birch tree here which doesn't know when to stop. And then there are the brambles. So I am cutting all the brambles down, cutting them back, but I'm doing it through a conversation. So I'm thanking the brambles for being here to provide us with food and medicine, and also to create healthy boundaries. But at the moment, they're preventing me from getting into this beautiful little space that I have here that Lol created some years ago, where you can just sit and meditate and be quiet and enjoy the sound of the wind in the trees. So I'm coming to reclaim this space, but with a sense of communication, not imposing. So co-creative gardening is being, this is what I want, this is what you want, let's see if we can find a happy medium. So a happy medium is everything's left to be itself, but I'm making space for me to come into it. Actually, it's paved under here. It's a beautiful paving, crazy paving, which we can't see any longer because of the brambles have gone crazy. But the birch tree was very new and small, and it's grown exponentially. And with the willow, it's creating this lovely dappled, really soothing environment. Dappled sunshine coming through. It's a lovely place to be. So I want to reclaim it again. So I'm working with all these beings here, and I'm explaining that I would like to be able to sit here and enjoy some time with them. I also, apart from the plants, I love rocks, and we've got two big massive boulders here, and they've got moss on them, and they're just lovely to be able to touch and to hold and to soak up that ancient wisdom from the bones of the earth, which is the way I regard rocks. So this all needs to be cleared around here. I'm going to have to cut back this willow tree a little bit, but that's no harm because it helps it to, it's kind of coppicing it. And I'm going to take out all these brambles. So I'm letting the brambles know that I do appreciate them, but they need to go from this space. And that makes everything feel much more conciliatory, and we're working together because the brambles know that this is my space now, and they're out there and doing their own thing, and that's fine. It's not as if I'm killing them all off or anything. I'm just asking them to politely move. So I'll be cutting the brambles back. I won't be killing them off. I'll just be cutting them back, and I'll have to just keep coming back and doing this more often. It's just that this year the growth has been exponential. I mean, all these little baby cherry trees over there as well shouldn't be there. They've self-seeded or suckered up or something. But one of the things about co-creative gardening is when you know what it is you want to do, you would do a sort of a mini meditation where you're tuning in and you're trying to communicate with the beings that are in the space. You're letting them know what you want to do. If you feel you may feel inside that that's an imposition on them. So again, it's all about negotiation and discussion and coming to a point where you feel you can do what you want to do without really negatively impacting on any of the wild beings that are here. You know, there's habitats here as well, and I don't want to disturb those too much. But this lovely birch tree is getting covered with the bramble vines, and so the tree needs a little bit of respite as well. So I'm just going to keep working here now for a while, and I'll show you what it's like as I get further on. So there's so much debris and soil being created from the leaf fall that the brambles are shallow rooted enough, but that's how they get around. They're rooting themselves into this very thin film of soil or mulch that's being created. I want to take off some of this grass too so that we can see the beauty of the ancient rock. But it's all about intention and communication and really tuning into what you feel in your heart. Is it right to do this? Is it acceptable? And it absolutely is here, because I'm sure these trees and plants, they want me to come here and do a little bit of meditation, because that's the way people and trees communicate, by breathing together and just enjoying the beauty of them. And like I say, the sun shining through these beautiful green leaves gives this lovely, gorgeous, really soothing, dappled light. It's just lovely. Now I've revealed the lovely crazy paving, and I've cut back as much as I could for now because the midges are coming out, and I'll swill this down tomorrow and trim or cut along here as well. And then I've got my lovely green space just to get away from everything and have a little tune into nature. But just to go back to the idea of co-creative gardening, if you have a tree, for example, or a shrub, and you're not quite sure where to position it in the garden, you can ask it and you just listen and you hear the answer in your heart. Or you can dowse as well if you want to. And That's another way of co-creating with nature, co-creating with the trees and shrubs themselves, and not just sticking things in where you want them. So, God, the midges are just killing. So thanks for watching, and see you next week. Have a wonderful week. Hope you have good weather. Come on, dogs. I hope you enjoyed today's film. If you did, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And have a look at the website danusirishherbgarden.com for more information about us and about the herbal medicine courses I offer and the Wise Woman Way training. And if you go to the shop, you can find the books, the weed handbooks and other herbal goodies. And remember, we put a new film out every Sunday. So looking forward to seeing you next week.